Hi, everyone. Welcome back to God's Whispers, a place where we take the time to pause and reflect on the word of the Lord. Today I'm going to be continuing to speak about the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 7, verses 24 through 30. The Gospel is taking place outside of Jewish territory in the region of Tyre. This matters because it means that Jesus is in a predominantly Gentile area, among people who weren't traditionally part of Israel. This woman approaches him desperate. Her daughter is suffering, and she's heard that Jesus can help. What's interesting is that she's not only a Gentile, but she's a woman that approaches a traveling rabbi in public. Socially, she would have not had very much standing in this situation. Let's listen. Jesus went to the district of Tyre. He entered a house and wanted no one to know about it, but he could not escape notice. Soon a woman whose daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him. She came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, Syrophoenician by birth, and she begged him to drive the demon out of her daughter. He said to her, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied and said to him, "Lord, even the dogs under the table eat the children's scraps." Then he said to her, "For saying this, you may go. The demon has gone out of your daughter." When the woman went home, she found the child lying in the bed and the demon gone. So at first, when I first read it, Jesus' response sounded surprising to me because he's talking about children being fed first. But from what I understand, the children referred to Israel, the people who received God's covenant. So the woman didn't argue back she didn't show pride. She responded with humility and trust, thinking that even a small portion of God's mercy was enough. So Jesus immediately recognized her faith. And that's when the moment shifted from an outsider to be included. This scene reveals something about Jesus' heart. Faith is not limited by background, status, or your past. What matters is the openness of the heart. Sometimes we come to prayer carrying quiet desperation, hoping that God sees whatever we'd like or hears whatever we'd like. And this woman is showing us that persistence in prayer isn't pushy. It's about a relationship. It's the courage to keep showing up. And maybe that's what the invitation is in this gospel reading, to bring even the smallest, the most vulnerable requests, to trust that God notices sincere faith, especially when it's humble, because it's not the perfect words that move God's heart, but it's the honest trust. So journal prompts that will go along with this passage would be, where in my life am I quietly hoping that God sees my need? And what does humble trust look like right now? And is there something that I've stopped praying about that I might gently bring back to God? I hope that this passage was encouraging to you, and if you liked it, please give me a like, or give it a like, I should say, and share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe so you can continue to hear God's Whispers.